Welcome, ladies. Hello, hello. We have started. The challenge is finally here. I feel like it's been forever in the making, forever in the making of showcasing, getting you in the groove, getting you to the information, all of the things that it takes to run a challenge. So welcome. I'm super excited that you're here. My name is Becky LaFave, better known as Becky in Charge, just in case we've never met. I'm super excited to have you on this four-day leads challenge. So do me a favor. If you're jumping in, let me know where you're coming in from. Say hello. Hey, Mary, I see you here. Welcome, welcome. Let us know. Let's do a roll call, right? So one, are you new to me? If you're new to me, drop a 1 below. And if you are been following me for some time, drop a 2 below. Now, I will have to preference that back in November, this is March that we're in, back in November, my social media was stripped away and now I'm rebuilding that. So if you were following me back in the day, the OG, you could put OG in the house and we'll see who that is. And I'm super excited to welcome you back in and let you know that I have such gratitude for you, because we've been through a lot in these last couple of months and I appreciate you hanging out. Also, Nancy's in the house. Welcome, Nancy. So also, as we move through today, I'm going to get through some logistics here, all of the things before we dive deep. This is our first day. So what's going on? People are jumping on. Welcome, welcome. Let me know. What kind of industry are you in? What are you all in? Okay. So I'm going to give a few of them. Are you a coach? If you are a coach, what kind of coach are you? Okay. Tell me, what kind of coach are you? So if you're in network marketing, what kind of company are you in? So let's say industries, it could be health and wellness, could be beauty, could be activewear. It could be you're an affiliate. Like, how many affiliates in here? I love affiliate, I love network marketing, and I love coaching. Like, I'm all about all of it, right? Like, who doesn't want multiple streams of income? This is where it's at nowadays. So tell me where you're at. Maybe you're in sales, right? Maybe you're like, I'm all about the sales, Becky. So what kind of coach? What kind of, Nancy's the OGs in the house. Nice. Loving it, loving it. Maybe you're wealth building. Maybe you're helping wealth building, right? What kind of coach are you? What is it that you love to do and why are you showing up, right? Why are you showing up today? That's what gets me so fired up. Okay. Also, since we're digging in a little bit, figuring out what are all the things we're doing. If you have, I see Facebook users, so I can't really see who you are exactly because you didn't let StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard. So if you've never used it, in my post description, it will say let StreamYard accept that they'll gather your name so you can see, so we can see you. Okay. And so now I'm going to take a little poll while we're here. Okay. Because I really want to know, what is it that you really need? It's great for me to be a talking head up here, but I really am here to serve. I'm really here to help you get to the next level. This has been my mission. This drives me, is to really help women succeed in their business and all of the things that we're utilizing to attract on social media, right? And so when it comes to that, where is your real struggles? Now, I know we're here. I know that we're here for attraction. I need leads, Becky. I need all the things. I get that. But where are you feeling more stuck in? Are you stuck in not using Reels? Are you like, I don't know how to use Reels? Are you stuck in, I'm not really sure how to show up in my stories, right? Maybe it's stories that you need support in. Maybe am I not utilizing live because I don't feel I know what I'm doing. How am I going to show up? Maybe that's live. So drop in. What is it? Is it automation? You want to really learn how to automate some of these things so that you are attracting and building that sustainable business that you're looking for, right? It's nice to use social media, but it's also nice to have automation in our business as well. So let me know what that is for you. Is it one, stories? 2 reels. Make sure to drop in, doing lives. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's that money mindset that you're like, Becky, I have a hard time. I've noticed my mindset around money or just anything around my mindset. I really struggle with that. It's okay. You know what? Listen, we all struggle with something. I just got done coaching a client, and you know what? Sometimes it feels like things are a fire hose because we're learning it for the first time, right? And we're expect to know and know everything. And I know, Jean's here. Nice. She's the OG girl too. Nice to see you here, babe. Um, when I first started, I'm not, 20. I know, ladies, it's kind of hard to, can't believe it. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm having a hard time with myself, but okay. But I'm 51. And, at 51, I've had a career. Let's face it. I've had a full life of all these years, and I was very successful. And I'm sure you have been very successful in other areas of your life. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to do a network marketing business. I'm going to be an affiliate. Whatever it is for you, we get so down on ourselves because we feel like, gosh, it's not coming together. I don't know everything, right? And I'm here to tell you, okay, that this isn't a session to beat yourself up. This is a session to recognize, what is it that I need more support in? What is it that I really want to get good at, right? So I can attract, so I can gather leads. That's what this is all about. And this whole week, not a whole week, I guess it's 4 days, right? 4 days. We're going to be talking a lot about that. So the more you help me, right? Get in there in the comments, commit to yourself. It's 4 days. We're going to spend possibly 30 minutes, depending on how fast I get through this. 4 days at 30 minutes to 45 minutes tops. Like, this could ultimately change your life, change your business. How many of you right now drop in committed? I want to know how many of you are committed to really changing. Like, we're in quarter 2, right, of the year, quarter 2. So, where are you at? It's going to fly by. We're going into summer, and somehow we have all these excuses for summer not to do our business, which sounds crazy to me. But I want to know who's committed to this, who's running, who wants to commit to learning and growing and really making this happen. Or is this just a hobby for you? You're like, this doesn't work out. I'm cool. Are you one of the women that are saying, this is it? I really want this, right? This is me. Okay. So if you haven't heard, this is in your email. It's called a workbook, ladies. And in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I was like, I'm going to take my notes. Now, see who you are. Are you a girl that likes to work out of a workbook, follow along, check mark, yes, write it in? Or are you a notebook girl that's sitting there and writing? I don't care what it is, but I can tell you, if you leave it to your mind, you're never going to remember what I'm putting out there. So this is why I do put this together, because I want you to succeed, right? I want you to have success. This is called taking action. And so that's what we're all about. Okay. So if you did not get that workbook, don't get squirrely on me. You still have time, okay? You'll still have time to go get it. Just don't leave now and go try to look for it. I will make sure that you get it. Drop in the chat and say, I don't have my workbook. And after we're done, we can follow up and make sure you get that workbook if that's what you really want, okay? So I have so many notes in front of me, and I just want you to know that I want you to really be intentional in the next couple of days if you're really serious about taking your business to the next level. Everything we do today will be replays for the next couple of days. The replays will stay in the group, okay? And I have in front of me every night at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, I will be live. And Saturday, yes, I will be live on Saturday for the closing out of this, which you don't want to miss, okay, at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you didn't know that, write it down. We're only going to Saturday, and the replays will be up in Guide 6. So if you're like, God, Becky, I'm busy, I get it. So make sure that you grab the replays. They will be here for a short amount of time in Guide 6 of our group, okay? They'll be laid out for you, so make sure to catch them. And really, so Everything that we do, literally everything that we do on social media, ladies, is all about attracting. It's all about attracting. Okay. So I want you to understand that from the get go, we are always attracting. Okay. So everything we put out there, everything we do, our business is a spiritual practice. Okay. I want you to really get that. And if you're a godly person, you might understand that more. And if you're not, that's fine. But it is spiritually, we are energetically humans and we run off of energetic money. Everything we do is energetic around us. Okay. So we want everything to energy aligned. Okay. That energy that aligns with us. People are attracted to us for a reason. There's a billion people out there, but you were energetically attracted to me for some reason, right? Think about that. Okay, so when you're putting yourself out there, as we talk about going into this, this challenge, I want you to constantly keep that in the back of your forehead, in the back of your mind, your forehead, the back of your mind, that's what it's all about. Okay, so everything that I'm sharing with you is proven. And my students use this. Okay. This is how I built a solid business. And, I've been a coach and I have been a network marketer and I've owned a business for 32 years. I will get into that tomorrow a little bit deeper so you get to know me a little bit more. But really, it's, how hungry are you to learn is what it's all about. Make a decision. Definitely, you want to show up. And, this is how I've been able to create and build my business. Now, when I first started out online, I was in my network marketing business and I recruited 50 people and over 200 clients personally to me. Okay. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this works. Right? I'm saying this works if you work it right. Now I utilize it in my coaching practice and it works in my coaching practice. I have a lot of students that have went through my programs now. And so, what I'm talking about and sharing with you is proven. So I want you to really understand what I'm sharing with you is what I practice every single day in my own business. And so I have a lot of testimonials I can share with you. One of my clients, she got 27 leads just from coming to this challenge. Okay. So don't think that, oh, I'm just going to show you some fluff. No, we're going to get down and it's up to you to get busy, right? I'm going to give it to you, but it's up to you to get busy, just like anything else in life. You got to put in the work. So if you're going to put in the work, I'm going to put in the work so I know it's you. Drop some fire below. Wasn't comfortable. Here's another testimony. Wasn't comfortable. I jumped in out of my comfort zone and got my first client from doing this. How many of you right now would be like, oh my God, I went through a challenge and I got my first client? Like, would you be like ecstatic that you helped one human, right? One human's a lot. One human is important to you. Then this is going to be why you need to show up. Okay. Also, another one, I learned really so much about my business. It started booming. I started taking action, got more clear on my mission, and started selling more products. Right. And one of the clients that I coached, she wanted to be a wealth coach for a very long time. She had such great, amazing knowledge. She was keeping it to herself because she was too nervous to put herself out there. And going through my program, in the 5th week of the program, she got her first client and she was so ecstatic she was able to teach, right? So this is the things I want you to understand who you're learning from. I know what I'm talking about. And right now, I want to bring up one of my students, former students, Taryn. She is a former student. I want you just to listen to the journey, right? Listen to the journey. Can you see yourself in her place where she was and where she's at now? Can you see the possibilities where you can go from this? So please help me welcome her to the stage. Hello.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for saying yes. And thanks for showing up, because here's the things, ladies. You know what? My students don't have to do this, right? But they want you to see the power in what they've been able to do because they said yes to showing up to the challenge. So this is how we actually met. You came to one of my challenges.
Yes.
Yeah. And so can you just share with everybody that's watching right now that say, gosh, you know what, Becky, I've been on a lot of challenges. I get it. We all have, right?
Mhm.
And what would you say to encourage a sister out there to stay the whole 4 days, make it through, commit to it? Why would you say commit to it? And what did it do for you when you committed to it?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. So for me, when I was coming into the challenge, I saw it as an opportunity to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I had realized and kind of acknowledged that I was maybe playing a little bit small and not really putting myself out there. And so I kind of considered it to be a challenge and a commitment to myself.
Nice.
Right. That's what it was about. Was I was gonna just kind of um, try to put away all the things that I told myself I knew and the things that I was like rationalizing in my head as to why I wasn't doing stuff. And I was just like, I'm just going to try it all. so that's why I would say I think it's really important to stick to it. I think it's really easy in our businesses to give ourselves time to um, like work ourselves out of the thought process, right? So I think there's something to be said about making a commitment for yourself and then putting a time clock on it to kind of challenge yourself a little bit more. And I felt like every single day I learned something new, and every day became a new motivating factor that helped me keep that commitment.
Ooh, I love that.
Mhm.
So many things, but one thing, open-minded, right?
Yes.
So many of us, and I'm one of them too,
Mhm.
sometimes you kind of go, oh, I've already heard that.
Mhm.
Oh, I've already seen that. But are you putting it into action?
Right.
Right? Are you unlearning what you learned, the bad habits to move forward? So I love that you shared that because it's true. A lot of us, we're at an age, we come to
Mhm.
things and we feel like, oh, I already know. And then you kind of just brush it aside and it's like, but did you grasp it deeper? Did you actually get it? Right?
Mhm.
So I love that you brought that up. And so just share with everybody. Now, she is a former student of mine, so obviously she said yes to the Branding Academy, and that I will offer you, ladies, the Branding Academy. So just look out for it. You will be offered to be able to join this academy. But why did you say yes to joining the academy, and maybe help somebody else out just in the mindset of going through the process and possibly saying yes to themselves at the end?
Yeah. So again, I think it goes back to what we were just saying about being open minded. So I think the challenge was kind of that first step in opening my thinking a little bit and trying new things. And I did end up getting I had been trying stuff for like a solid year and hadn't had any progress. And then I ended up getting a client during the challenge. And so that kind of sparked for me just the thought of, okay, I pushed myself a little bit more. How much more can I achieve if I push even harder and try the program, right? So that was the big thing for me. And then I think the other piece of it is just having seen your personality, Becky, and like you were somebody that I just energetically connected with really easily, right? So watching your videos, being in the challenge and experiencing that, I was like, okay, this is somebody I can work with. I know I'll feel supported. I know I will feel like I have the appropriate level of support to adequately step out of that comfort zone and feel safe doing it.
Yeah, I love that. And I remember it was like the third week of the program you brought on your first
Hmm.
coaching client, which was so
Yes.
awesome and so fun. We celebrated. It was really
Yes.
a magic. We had a lot of fun. But you're right, feeling that support and able to have somebody in your back pocket
Hmm.
is always helpful to have going through a program to get you to that next level. Because, like you said, you struggled for a year. Like, ladies, how many of you been in business right now and you're like, I have been struggling and I really want to get off the struggle bus? What I heard is she's saying, stay committed to the process.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, tell everybody exactly what you do.
I am a work-life balance coach. So I work specifically with overachieving corporate women with the very big and fun goal of creating more time for themselves. So very exciting goal, and it's super fun, right? Because when you're creating more time for yourself, that means being more of who you truly are, having time with your family, being better at work. There's just so many wonderful benefits to it.
Yes, amen. Well, thank you so much for being here. And hopefully, these women today heard your message and they're like, yes, if I wasn't committed before, I am committed now. So, thank you so much for helping them out and, give them a little twist on that mindset that they might need tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Ladies, tell her in the chat, thank you so much for sharing, because here's the thing. It is all about the stories, the sharing in your business. I hope that you grasp that and you realize, like, unlearning some of the things that you think that you might know, and then, or that you know, but you're not utilizing, like digging deeper into that process, right? So I'm super excited for you this week, because we are seriously going to dive in deep and really knock some things out. So also, I want you to also, so here's a little carrot. I'm dangling a little carrot. Let's just call it what it is. Stay to the end of the week on Saturday. If you went through every single day, you showed up. Yes, you're going to have homework. If you have your workbook, I give out homework because I'm all about taking action for you to grow your business. And so if you stay to the end and you get all of your work, you participating, I have a fantastic prize for you. And listen, it's for every woman. I'm just not picking one. It's for every woman that does these things, right? Shows up, shows me she wants this. I have a spectacular prize for you at the very end. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, because you know what? Sometimes it's like not knowing. I just want to have it anyway. So, okay. All right. So these next 4 days are going to be talking about all about the foundation of attracting leads in your business utilizing social media, right? So let's grab our workbook. You got your workbook. If you don't, if you're just jumping on, don't worry about it. Get some notes and get ready. Okay, so day one. We're on day one in our workbook, right? Day one, we're going to fill out this. So if you got it, day one, if you can't change your life in business by doing the same thing over and over, it just doesn't work. Can I get an amen in the chat, right? This is why we're here. This is why we're wanting to learn. So follow me every single day with this this book, this map, because this is going to map you out for the week. Okay. This is going to map you out. So today is step one of the foundation to attract your leads. Now, I know everybody's in the beginning, like, I don't know how many other challenges you've been in, but let's face it. I can give you all the things. I can give you the tool. I can give you, but if we don't have the mindset, all the tools ain't going to matter. Like I said, we are in an energetic alignment. If you're not in an energetic alignment with yourself, with other people, you cannot, the tools don't really matter. And I'm really being serious about this, ladies. It really don't matter, because number one, you're going to write down number one, leadership. Write down in your book, leadership is the ability, okay, of identifying yourself in others, right? We're the ability as a leader to see the vision first, right? See the vision and build that influence so people trust us, and we're attracting them to them because we have the leadership in us, we have the vision, and you can't say, well, I don't know if I can be a leader. We're all leaders. It's not just you or me or her. No, we are leaders of our own self, right? How we show up, how we present ourselves every day is how you show up in your own leadership. You're energetically moving with me, right? You're energetically in it. So how many people here feel my energy? Now, I know we have a lot of women that are going to be showing up because we had 100 people say yes to this challenge. I mean, yes. How many women said yes to themselves? It's so exciting. But look who's here tonight, right? Give yourself a high five. I love you because you said yes. And I know a lot of you are showing up on the replays, and we love our replays, so please dive in with us. Leadership is declaring, write that down, declaring evidence. Even when you don't see it yet, you are busy creating it. Sometimes we don't see ourselves as leaders. I get it, right? I get it. I wasn't always this confident woman. I wasn't always her. I built her. Like, you're going to build yourself. So leadership is built, right? You're not born with it. You're building it. So how many are, say it with me, I'm building my leadership. Drop it in the chat. I'm building my leadership. Number 2, style your mind. I love this because being a hairstylist all of my life, right? It was about styling my mind every day. Being a coach, being a network marketer, anybody in business, I don't care what you do, you have to have the mindset, right? Success leaves clues, and it comes from here first. It's in our mind first, right? So I want you to think about this. Research really shows at the age of 7 and under. So ladies, really hear this, because when I first heard this, it was mind blowing. And you might have heard it before, but let's really get it, right? Let's get it. You were already pre-programmed. We are already pre-programmed from birth to age 7. Okay. What the rest of our life is going to look like? Yeah, that's, to me, that's freaking crazy. If it's crazy to you, drop crazy below, because in our life up to that point, a lot of stuff has happened to us, has it not? Right? Can you say from the age of birth to 7, things have happened in your life, and some not so good, right? You've had some bad memories of certain things, and we're still energetically hanging on to that, which we don't even need to own it anymore, but we still do. Okay. And some of it is about money. That's why I said, if you are a woman that is like, I got a money mindset problem, I want to know about it, right? I want to know about it. Is that you? Because I had a money mindset problem for many years. I grew up Catholic. Don't get me wrong, girls. I was a good Catholic girl. How many of you's Catholic girls out there? But we were poured into, and a lot of women I talk to, money is the root of all evil. Now, we all know that as an adult, but we're pre-programmed this. So we go out in the world going, I got to hold on to this money like it's like and we stay poor. Now, I'm not saying throw your money and do, but when you have that kind of mindset that energetically doesn't move, you ain't moving. You are not moving in the world energetically. So you are not going to attract clients. You are not going to attract those customers to you if you are not analytically aligned with money. It's just the facts. So you got to get good. Tony Robinson talks about being in alignment with who you are and saying what you want. Do you really know what you want? Are you just surfacey saying it? Or are you writing down, this is what I want, right? It's all up here. Or do you have it somewhere written down? If you coach with me in my programs, you won't get away with just thinking it. You will write it, right? Because we will drill it on who you are and who you are becoming, right? So, I don't want you to self-sabotage your success any longer, because we want to attract people into us. Master your mindset, master your emotions. Your emotions will take you out in a split second. So what I do a lot of times is I help you manage your emotions. That's what I do in my programs. I give you the tools and I manage your emotions. I give you the tools, I manage your emotions, right? You can go perform, but I have to manage your emotions all the time because you're pre-programmed. And you struggle to get through that. So I want you to close your eyes right now. Do me a favor, I can see you. Now, if you're driving, obviously you don't close your eyes, but I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine yourself. If you're in a company, if you're a sole business person, I want you to imagine yourself attracting yeses in your life. I want you to say it out loud and grab it in the air. Yes. Grab it into your heart. Yes. Grab it into your heart. Yes. I'm attracting people every day, and they're saying yes to me. Because believe me, I get a lot of no's. I offer all day long to people. I've got multiple streams of income coming in, and I offer a lot, and I get a lot of no's, and every day I say, yes, I get a lot of yeses. Because guess what? My emotions will take me out of the game, right? My emotions will take me out of the game. So I want you to imagine in that moment, maybe you're walking because you've been saying yes, yes, yes. And even though you're getting some no's, but you're pushing and you're moving forward because you're not allowing these emotions to take you out of the game. Now you're seeing yourself on stage. Maybe you're a network marketer and you're in a company and you're like, I'm striving hard to get across the line, Becky. I'm striving hard. Go to there, right? Get in that vision of you walking across that stage, feeling it at the top. Like, yes, I went through the no's to get the yeses. And now I'm here and my family's on fire. And I'm supporting all these other people. And they're doing this and they're doing that. And I'm creating the life I desired God put on me, right? How many of you believe that something's been put on your heart? Now, I don't want to get preachy on you because I don't know how much I know you with that, but that's a little bit who I am. So I like to have fun if you don't know. Okay, so if you closed your eyes and you felt that, if you own your own business and every day you say, no matter what, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to offer my offer, and she might say no, but you know what? Tomorrow I might get a yes. And my bank account is growing. And guess what happens when my bank account is growing? My bank account is growing. I get to help and support more women. I get to do my mission. What is it that you're striving for, that you're allowing your emotions to take you out of the game? If you're not showing up every day, your emotions are taking you out of the game and you need support. You need support. That ain't no lie. Okay. The posture is different when you're showing up in your leadership and your mindset is set. Your posture, let me say that again so you can hear it in the back. Your posture is different when your mindset is on track of where you want, where your mission is, where your vision is going. Okay. So how many of you are like, ooh, I feel like she's taking me to church? Drop it below, because I hope that's how you feel, because I am pouring into you what you need to do daily, right? What you need to do daily. Okay. Remember, we all have a choice. We all have choices. You can either pour into yourself or you can allow other people to pour shit into you. Excuse my language. But it's true. Okay. So here's the thing, like, you got to be ready to really support yourself. You cannot let other people. And here's the thing, if you're like, Becky, well, I haven't had any success yet in my business. How do I show posture of leadership? How do I show up and really be able to stand in my leadership? And here's the thing. When I started out, I didn't have any success to talk about either, but I borrowed other people's success. Because if I can showcase somebody else's success, guess what? That's my success too. Because who you hang out with tells me what kind of leader you are. Okay, so who you hanging out with, right? If I see you're not hanging out with the right people, I'm not seeing leadership in you. I'm not seeing people you developing yourself. I'm not seeing it. So you can't use anybody's success because the people you hanging out with ain't got it. There's the difference, okay? Sarah is one of the things, like, this is one of the things that I would say. Sarah, I'm not sure if you're open to this. My friend Erin is a full-time teacher, okay? And I've been working something on the side. So this is if you're a network marketer. I've been working something on the side to replace my income. And now she's been able to work full-time, and walked away from her teacher position because now she's making more money. Now, could I use that? Somebody's on my team, is a teacher. She's working full-time now. And it's not my success, but it's her success. So I'm sharing that with Sarah, that Erin has been able to do this. And this is what I'm working towards, right? How many of you can share that story because you don't have a story yet? Yes. Or maybe you're a coach and you're like, you know what? I've had the worst health of my life. I've been through the trenches. I did all the things. I have been able to overcome this particular disease, whatever it is, right? So you got gut health problems, you got whatever. And I'm going to share with you my personal story, because you have your own success story. It's a fact, or you wouldn't be coaching, you wouldn't be sharing it. So either you're utilizing somebody else's success story or yours. Which one are you using, right? You're using both. You get to use both. right? Maybe you have a girlfriend and you've been sharing your stories on how you've been able to heal your gut, and she's like, "Oh my God, girl, I need support on this." She didn't pay you, right? She didn't pay you, but you was a good sister, you was a good friend, and you support her, and she's winning. She's your success story. Get it? So you get to utilize those. You get to utilize those. So have you ever used any of those yet? Have you put that out there on social media, right? Have you used any of those in a way that says, "Ooh, what does she got going on?" Right? Number three, who's liking this so far? Give me some love. Number three, attraction marketing. That's number three. Write it down, attraction marketing. I will be sharing a lot about this later because obviously this is a lot about what we're talking about and more about posting strategy, all of that around content. So we'll be talking a lot about that. But what I want you to really get out of this is being intentional, value driven. Coaching my client tonight, she's like, "You know what, I realized, just really going through all the things that you've been teaching me is what I was putting out there wasn't anything that I should be putting out there, right? I really wasn't utilizing intention. I really wasn't utilizing value driven content to attract that audience to me." And so that's where you're really going to get it, and where you don't want to be out there spamming. Like, even a coach can spam a lot of stuff, like, "Oh, my client got this, my client got that." It's like, really? What does that have to do with somebody else? Can you get deeper into the story of why she did it, and how it came about, and not just, "I made a sale, made a sale." It's like, nobody really cares about that. Nobody, you get to do this to yourself. Yes. And I want you to celebrate you. It's important. But when you're trying to attract somebody else, it's in the way you go about it. It's the powerful piece. It's the leadership inside of you that takes it to the next level, right? And says, "Oh, I want to follow her." Get it? Attracting the humans into you. That's what we're all about. Okay. So I want you to know we're going to dive deeper in that. So you want to make sure you show up every day, because we're going to go deeper into what that is. And so you want to stick around. Number four, consistency. Now, I know this is something you hear, but are you being consistent? Be honest with yourself right now. I want you to be honest with me. Drop a 1 below. Are you being consistent? Or drop a 2 below and be like, "No, I'm not." And I want you to drop in, if you really are not, why? Why are you not consistent? This is a safe place, just so you know. There's no judgment. This is so I know how to help you, okay? When we put on challenge, someday you're probably going to put on your own challenge. I want you to think about this. The reason why we do it is to support you. I don't want to be a talking head, like I said. So the more feedback you give me is the more I can help you in the days to come, how I'm going to serve you, right? And so here's the thing. You want to get a plan? Is it because you don't have a plan? Maybe it's, "I don't have a plan, Becky." Okay. Honesty. I didn't have a freaking plan in the either when I first started. I was like, "Girl, I'm lost. Help. Throw out the raft, man. I'm here. I'm begging. Show me the way," right? How many of you are like screaming, "Show me the way"? You've got to have a clear message. We want to have a clear message, and everybody should have a daily method of operation. Now, your daily method of operation is going to be different, right, to compared to everybody else here on you, but you got to have a daily method of operation. And so you got to look at it and go, "What is my daily method of operation? How can I build a daily method of operation?" And be honest with me. If you're not consistent, drop it, ladies, because here's the thing. If you can't get honest here, you can't move forward. You won't move forward. And so you speaking truth right now is telling yourself something. That's a mindset that you're like, "Yes, I'm saying yes. I'm going to play full out. I'm going to be in it to win it." When you're committed, you're accommodating, you're committed to yourself. It ain't about me. I'm building a business, right? It's about you. And when you can show up big, when I took this leadership program last April, actually, it's been a year coming up in a week or so. And I set an intention. Okay. So I want you to set this intention for the week. Set an intention. And I said, "You know what? I don't know what this is all about, but all I know is I am willing to play full out. And I don't care what it looked like. I was going to do it because I was committed to myself." And I was telling my brain, like, you got to tell your brain, I'm committed and I'm playing full out. Whatever it looks like. She tells me to do something, I'm doing it. If it makes me look like a fool, I don't care. I said I was going to grow. I said I was going to be committed. I said I was going to do the thing. Are you going to be that woman? Are you going to be her tonight and say, that's what I'm all about, Becky? Because I'm committed to me to commit to other people. When people see you committed to you, they will commit to you as well. Isn't that the truth? You see somebody showing up here and there, and then all of a sudden you're popping up and you're selling this, and they're like, girl, she ain't even committed to what she's doing. Why would I want to commit to what she's got selling? She's showing up. I wouldn't be committed to her. I know you're thinking the same thing. I'm just willing to say it. So if you're like, I'm not making any money, check yourself, sister. I had to check myself plenty of times. Sometimes you got to look in and quit blaming somebody else and start saying what's going on up here, right? We got to get it together. And so reminder, right? Reminder, stay the 4 days, commit to yourself. I'm going to drill this in you. You're going to get sick of me saying it, but it's true. And if you don't get to show up every day and you're going to catch the replay, right? Guide 6. Embed it. Guide 6. You're not going to miss it. You're going to show up. You're going to do the homework. Okay. So how excited are you about this week? This is just a little bit of fire of what I'm going to give you. A little bit of fire. Okay. So how would it feel if your content started attracting leads to you and you weren't out hounding to get a sale all the time? Next, say, hey, you got to be out there. You got to be out there performing. But what about a lot of the times you got people showing up and saying, hey, girl, what do you got going on? Hey, girl, I love your energy. I want to be a part of what you got going on. What is it, right, that you got going on? Because they see as somebody else showing up, right? They're attracted to that because let's face it, what's going on in the world? You look at your news feed when you're scrolling. Is there anything exciting? Are you like, it's so boring. Be the girl that's not. How about that? So be the girl that stops somebody from scrolling and really shows up to attract somebody every single day. They want to read. They want to see what you got going on. They see you got this weekly thing. I don't know about you, but I'm probably going to age myself right now, but I'm going to say it anyway. How many of you watched Oprah back in the day? Or maybe even Ellen, right? I loved Ellen. I loved Oprah. And you knew, my time zone, it was 4:00. Now, yes, there was days I was working, but guess what? If I could watch I saved the recording. Back in the day, you could record it, right? I saved the recording because I wanted to show up to hear what the lesson was she was teaching that day. Why can't you be that girl out on social media that people are like, what has she got going on today? Right? Because you're adding value to their life. Oprah was adding value to my life every single day. How can you be somebody like her? How can you be like an Ellen, showing up and adding value and maybe showing some funniness about you? And you don't have to be this robot-y person, right? Be you. You get to be you, right? So starting to fill up your pipeline, people saying yes to you would feel amazing and start having conversions. Yeah, can I get a yes below? So that means, you know what? Pre-qualifying people. How would you like to get to the point where you're like, I don't work with everybody. I pre-qualify people, right? That's posture. How many of you need a posture up? You are accepting everybody. Now, I know in the beginning, I was like, yes, sister. Yes, join me, sister. No, I don't do that anymore. I pick and choose who I want to work with. I pick and choose. I go to them and let them know I'm choosing you. Do you choose me? Right? Because I want to work with people that are aligned with me. That's called posture, right? You get to have posture. We don't have to work with everybody. We're not in high school anymore, ladies. Oh, I don't want to be the mean girl. It's not about being the mean girl. It's about knowing yourself, having the posture to say, you know what? I ain't working with everybody. You got to have a certain attitude to work with me. I'm just going to let you know right now, you do have to have a certain attitude to work with me because I don't put up with it. I've worked on my higher self so much that if you're willing to show up and go, you know what, I'm not going to be her anymore. I want to step to your level, Becky, then you're in. Because I don't put up with anything below that. I say change it like that. You better get to it, girl. Change that attitude, right? Because we ain't got time. Last time I checked, we ain't promised tomorrow, right? How many of you are promised tomorrow? You better check yourself because we ain't, right? And I don't want you to miss out today. and the beautiful things that you could be creating. Okay. So here's the thing I wanted to share with you, because this is something that really happened. And what is the problem that are having that you truly want to solve for people out there? So you're pre-qualifying people, right? You're talking to people, you're pre-qualifying them, and you truly want to get out there and solve problems. That's what entrepreneurs do. We're just problem solvers. That's all we do all day long. We problem solve people, right? And so here's an example. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget this, because it really was one of those things. Because people say, well, Becky, if I'm not constantly talking about my business and throwing up, I got a BOGO or I got a sale, or that's not attractive, right? People don't care about that. So I had a picture of me, and someone asked, what is that lipstick? Okay, so you would assume, oh, Becky must sell lipstick. Becky has lipstick behind her. Becky must be a makeup girl. She must sell makeup. No, Becky's just Becky, and she wears what she loves, and she showcases what she's all about, and that attracts you to me to have a conversation. Get it? Attraction marketing. So I got over, started up a conversation over in Messenger. And, I said, hey, thank you so much for loving my lipstick. This is what I use. I use this lipstick. It's blah, blah, blah. I shared with her what it is, and striked up a conversation that way. And we just started building a relationship, right? Off a lipstick that I don't even sell, that I could showcase and say, you know what, you can go grab this, blah, blah, blah. So she already knows, like, whatever I have, I'm gonna share, right? Freely share. And then I'm gonna start digging a little bit deeper with her. I'm gonna really look at what she's showcasing, and maybe that brings up a point that I can talk to her about and say, hey, what's going on? Whatever I'm talking to her about, maybe it's about my coaching business, maybe it's about my network marketing business, maybe it's about my affiliate. How can I solve one of her problems? Okay, she's got a problem, and I'm going to try to solve it. Now, maybe I can't, and that's cool too. If I can't solve a problem that she has, that's okay. We get to be friends, and we get to build that relationship, because eventually she might have one of those problems that I might be able to help her solve. And energetically, we might exchange money. Energetically, we might exchange time and money. Right? And that's how it works, right? It doesn't always have to be about my product. It doesn't always have to be about what I'm doing. It's like, how can I get in? And, a lot of times if I can't help in that moment, and I know about something, I know that so-and-so does this, or because I network with people, I know so-and-so, and I'm like, can I help her by networking her out to get that support she needs? Or maybe I know about something and I can share this tip with her. Right? It ain't always about selling, right? Because eventually she might come to me when I am selling and say yes to me, because I was generous and gave her a lot of value. Like I said, I told her where to go get this, that I absolutely love this lipstick too. I've been wearing it, and this is where I got it, girl. Go hook yourself up, right? I didn't make any money off that, but did I add value? Did I help her? Yes. So be the servant, okay? So if you're in your book, fill in this. I will do my best work when I stop looking around and start looking within, okay? Work, stop, and start are the three things you want to fill out. Everything starts and ends with my mindset, okay? No more days of cold messaging and spamming people. Spamming and cold messaging doesn't work. And what it does is it destroys your confidence. How many of you been there? I got so many no's. They said, go into Messenger and just blast people this and that, or go tell them what you do. And you got no after no after no. And how well did that build your confidence? It didn't, because you're not serving with a servant heart. And if you're like, Becky, I don't know how to do that. Well, then, sister, I have a program, right? I'm offering you the Branding Academy. You might want to take a look at that and dive deeper with me. If you're like, I've been trying to do this and I can't, then you need support. You need a coach, okay? And I'm just going to let you know right now, you got to level up. And I was you too, believe it or not. I didn't get here without a coach and support myself. I'll share a little bit more about that tomorrow, but you got to level up to attract those leads. Okay. So no more spamming products. You know, it might have worked a couple times and you think, oh my God, but Becky, it's worked. Okay. I'll give it to you. It has worked a couple times, but continuously it's not going to work. And I want you to really build your business on solid ground, not hope and a wish. Okay. On solid ground. How many of you want to build your business on solid foundation, solid ground to continue long term, not short term? Now, if it's a hobby, girl, do you, boo. But you know what? If you're really wanting to build, this is where it's at. Building the foundations, learning the things, and not saying, well, I can't. That's a poor mindset. And girl, we got to change that. We just got to change it. Build a bridge and get over it, right? Build a bridge and get over it. So no more, you know, BOGOs, doing all the things. Get it out of you. Okay. So number 2 step, creating long leadership and strong leadership in you. So how do you do this? We practice. It's practice every day. When mom said, go ride a bike, and you fell down and she went, well, you suck at that. Guess you're not going to ride a bike ever. Stand up and walk. Well, you suck at that. You fell. I guess you're not going to do that. No, you're going to get up and you're going to practice and you're going to put it into, and you're going to build new habits and you're going to create. So number 1, I'm going to give you the things right now that you get to do. Okay. How excited are you? Number 1, stop the stinking thinking. Write that down. I am going to stop the stinking thinking. You know how many times that I had some stinking thinking going on? And girl, I thought I was the most positive person on the planet. I seriously did. I didn't realize I had all this stinking thinking going on. I mean, I look back at my life and I thought, my God, how funny am I? I had some stinking thinking. Okay. So what I did to master this, okay, you have to master this. You have to affirm it. When a thought comes in and it's stinking thinking, I want you to say to yourself, it's just like if you snap at your kid like this, it catches attention, right? It's loud and it's abrupt. I'm catching your attention right now. You're going to say to yourself, delete, delete, delete. Okay? Seriously. If you get the stinking thinking, delete, delete, delete. Guess what happens? You delete it. But you got to affirm it with something else. Okay? You got to affirm it with something else. So whatever that was that your stinking thinking was, affirm it the direction of the opposite. Okay? A lot of times I would say, God, that was stupid. Why did you do that? I'm affirming that I'm stupid. Now, why would I do that to myself? Would you do it to your girlfriend? Girl, you're so stupid. You would never say that to your girlfriend, your child. God, I hope not, you wouldn't, you know? But you feel free to say it to yourself. And subconsciously, you don't realize that you say it. That's the stinking thinking that's happened. You didn't actually say it outside, but you said it here. Okay? Delete, delete, delete. Do we get it? Write it down. Delete, delete, delete. How many of you are going to start recognizing the stinking thinking and delete, delete, delete? Because I want you to show up and say, Becky, oh my God, I caught myself stinking thinking and I had to do it. Okay. I want to know it because believe me, I still do it to this day. I still have things come up. So you want to master your mindset. 80% of your business is mastering your mindset. 80%, ladies. So how many of you are going to be deleting the ish out of it, right? The ish. Okay, we're going to delete the ish. And 20% are tools. Like I said, you can learn a tool like that. But if you can't master this, you'll never run a business. You'll never show up in your vision. Your emotions will take you out. True story, right? So we're going to master that stinking thinking. Number 2, develop that winning mindset every day. So what do you do every day? So just like I said, you get up and you go to work, you drive in the car, you naturally know how to drive there because you've been doing it for how long? So what is it? A habit. Now, if I told you, girlfriend, you got a new job and you're going here, you're like, oh shit, I better get out the directions. I don't know where I'm going. You'd have to take action, wouldn't you? Well, guess what? You're going to take action on yourself and create the mindset that's winning every single day, whether you're motivated or not to do it. Okay. How many of us are like, I'm not very motivated today to do that, thinking that, I got to sit down. I got to church. I don't want to hear that because somebody that's committed to building the dream is going to do the things, right? So maybe you're a podcast listener and you want to get something that motivates you 5 minutes. Don't get something that's 30 minutes. You can't commit to that, sister. I'm telling you, you're busy, right? Commit to 5 minutes. Can you commit to 5 minutes a day? 5 minutes a day. Literally, it takes me 15 minutes every morning. I listen to YouTube that's motivating. I listen to something for my money mindset because I'm constantly breaking that money mindset because I got a poor one. I'm working on it, been working on it, and I'm still in progress. And I'm going to continue to work through that. And so you got to somehow, in that time, and write down the vision. What are you saying yes to today? What is the thing? What is the goal that I'm going to go after? What is the stretch that I'm going to stretch myself to say, God, it's scary, but I'm going to do it anyway. In that 15 minutes, you're going to create, right? You're creating a new you. You're birthing a new you. And that's where your mind has got to be, is in the birthing, right? You're birthing a new you every single day until the vision is so strong, you can't let go. I mean, are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? Because I am feeling it. I'm fired up right now. Like, I'm legit fired up. I love this. Okay. Number 3, visualize your success. We've got to visualize this, right? You got to put something together. I don't care. Like, I've got this sitting right here in front of me. It's my visualize. I visualize this every single day, right? I visualize this freaking, okay, get a load of that hot pink jag. That's what I'm talking about. Hot pink, baby. You see me rolling? Can you see me rolling in that? I can. And you know what? That's the vision I'm casting out, right? What is yours? Do you have it in front of you every day? Are you just like, I don't really know? Guess what? Your business doesn't really know either. And you ain't going to get it. And I want you to get it, okay? Because you deserve the hell out of it. And you're going to put forth the effort to get it. So therefore, it's going to happen. It's in the knowing that it's going to be there, okay? So you got to future pace yourself to what you want in the future, right? Not in the now, not in what I have now, in the future, because hashtag she's in charge. Can I get a hashtag below she's in charge, right? Because that's you. You're in charge. You get to say yes to you. And that's the most exciting part. I just can't. I love it. Okay, number 4. This is huge. Number 4, remembering your why. Now, a lot of times people say your why will make you cry. Okay. My why is not always going to make me cry. But here's the thing. If you create a 7-layer deep, I teach this in my program, 7-layer deep, right? It is the very bottom of that second to the last layer of what it is. We're always kind of surfacey. Oh, my why is I want to make money. Okay, everybody wants to make money. Why is that a big deal? The next why. The next why. Because once we get there, it's like, God, oh, I feel it. Like, that's my why. That's where you need to be. Because that's who you'll show up and act. That's who you'll show up for, and you'll work for, and you'll make things happen in your life, because it's so deep that you won't let it go. And I want you to taste it. I want you to smell it. I want it to be so embedded in you that no matter what somebody says no to me, it ain't no to you. They're saying no to themselves. Everybody says, oh, but they say no to me. No, sister, no. Change the mindset. Delete, delete, delete. They're saying no to themselves. They're scared. Okay. You have to realize that person on the other side is not saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves because they're scared. Face it. Are you scared in life at certain things? Raise your hand. If I could see you, drop it below. I'm scared on a lot of things, right? I'm right there with you. I'm no different. The only difference is maybe I do it anyway. I do it anyway, right? So if you're feeling that, don't feel like you're any different than me. You're not. I just have made a decision that my vision, my why, and my mission is bigger than yours right now. And when you get there, you will say, no matter what, I'll do it anyway, right? I'm going to learn. You're not doing it the right way right now. It's because you haven't been taught. That's all. The only difference is that, right? You have to learn it. Okay. Number 5, what I'm talking about right here is divorce the outcome. I want you to divorce the outcome. Somebody says no to you, it's not you. Divorce the outcome. It's them. They're saying no to them. Sometimes they're saying no to themselves because they need more information. They're saying no to themselves because they're scared. Okay? They don't want to coach with me. They don't want to join my business. You're taking it personal. It ain't your job. You know what? Here's the thing I learned a long time ago. What people think of me is none of my business. None of my business. That is so freeing because when you know you, like you know you, like you know you, okay? You know you're a good human. You know you're out there serving. You know that what you do is all in good things, right? Like you ain't out there, whatever. You know what I mean? Then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. It's none of your business, right? And if they think that about you, they don't need to be in your world. Bye, right? Get to that posture that we're talking about. Posture up, okay? I know who I am. I know what I can do, and I know how I can serve, and I know how I can take people to the next level. I know how I can help somebody get out of a health issue. I know how I can help them make more money. I know. What is it that you're knowing, right? Jot it down. In the knowing is where you go. I know I can do this. I know I can show up. I know I'm committed to loving, caring, sharing, all of the things, right? And eventually I will get a yes because I'm committed. I'm committed. Okay. So being in business for 32 years, okay, here's the thing I learned. You're always planting seeds and you're always watering it. Okay. We're always planting seeds and we're always watering it. We're always attracting, watering it, and bringing it in. Okay. So remember that. If you can get that, you're promising to grow your garden right now. That's all you're doing. You're promising that you're going to grow the garden. Now, you're either growing weeds, which that could be a problem, and you're watering those weeds, and I don't recommend that. So here's the thing. We want to make sure we're watering the right stuff, right? We don't want to water weeds. We want to grow and water and flourish. Okay. So what kind of value content will attract leads to me? People love to see, we talked about it, your energy, people winning and growing themselves, right? People are attracted to that. When's the last time? Okay, so I want you to think about it. Like before you became an entrepreneur, before you went into network marketing, before you did anything, when's the last time you picked up a book, went to school, hired a coach? When's the last time, right? You might be saying, girl, college. You might be saying school, high school. Okay, how old are we? So where are you growing and showcasing that, right? People are attracted to that. They want to become more of what you are because that's what they want. They're like, oh my God, I wish I was like that. I want to become more like her. How do I get it, right? That's what you're showcasing out there. People are watching you. I always say people are watching you and they're like Santa Claus. They don't always show up and commit. They don't always show up and comment. They don't always show up, period, right? But they're watching you. They're always watching you, okay? So I like to say they're like Santa Claus. You just don't oversee them, but they're always there. So I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. I'm showing up. I'm committed. They're watching. They're just not ready to raise their hand. They're not ready to say yes to me. They're just not ready, right? It ain't about me. It's about them. Okay. So here's part of our homework. If you thought this was fire, can you share it below? And was there anything that you're like, Becky, I needed to hear that. Like I needed this in my life today. This is the words I needed to hear. Because if you can get this, what I'm going to share the rest of the day, you're going to be like, girl, I got it. I got it. I get it. I'm going to make it happen, right? If you can get this today, the rest are tools. The rest I'm going to show you, okay? So how many of you are committed to that? And how many of you are committed to doing your homework, okay? Because the homework is about brain dumping. And your brain dump is what kind of content, right, can attract to me? What kind of content can I attract people to me? So you're going to brainstorm this because you're like, well, I don't really know what kind of content. I want you to fill this in. What kind of content do I put out there that attracts people to me? Number one, I talk about health and wellness, right? I'm in a network marketing business. Most of you might not even know that because I don't fully put that out there to really talk about that. Okay. I do it in different avenues. But I'm always selling. I'm always offering. I'm always putting value content out there. I talk about marketing and branding. I talk about my family. I talk about self-care. I talk about beauty, right? Personal development and what solutions can you offer your audience? I want you to write down just those things. Like, what are some of the things that you can offer your audience? Okay. So, what about those things can you offer? What is it that you do, right? Some of you said I'm a mindset coach. Some of you said, so in that, what can you offer to your audience that can get them a win, can get them a, God, I really love her energy. Somebody's on here, Andrea, like she goes, Becky, I just love your energy. I love your unicorn. I love your lips. I just love your energy. Some people, that just what brings them on, right? And then they get to see all the things. They see my personality. We talked about that, right? So here's your homework to take action on. Choose one daily mindset habit. Don't go crazy, because when you're building a habit, it's just like anything else. When I quit smoking, right, I had to quit some habits. I had to quit going outside because that's where I smoked. Yes, I was a previous smoker. So, I used to go outside and put my mascara on so I could smoke, because I don't smoke in my house, right? I had to quit. I had to quit going outside. I had to quit that habit. What is the habits that you need to quit? And what is the one thing? So it's like when you're building a new habit, right? You choose one thing, not 5 things, because it's overwhelming. You got to build upon that. So right now I want you to commit. What's one habit that you're going to create for your mindset? And I want you to do it the next 4 days. Can you commit to the next 4 days, that one thing that you said you're going to do? I want that to be in your homework. There's going to be a post that's going to drop inside the group. And in that, you're going to put everything else. So I know, one, that you did your homework. Now, if you're writing it down, you can take a picture and drop it in the thread of where the note, like once you find the post, okay, come back to me. Once you find the post inside the community, underneath in the comments, you're going to put your homework there so I can see it and I know what you're doing, okay? 2, what solution am I offering my audience? What is that? I want that done. And so next is I want you to go and audit your Facebook. That's something we didn't talk about, but I want you to go and audit your Facebook. I want you to seriously look at your post for probably the next 2 weeks. Go scroll down. If it was a product, I want you to get it off there. There should never be, I'm selling this. No. I don't want, it should be curiosity. Yes, we can talk about it, but you should not have this be at the forefront. No. Curiosity, you want to build the attraction, you want to build the conversation, you want to build the relationship. So I want you to go back the next 2 weeks, take anything off that's, spammy stuff that people are like, God, girl, no, right? You got to get that off, because people go, oh, she's just selling. I don't even want to be friends with her. She's just selling all the time. And you know that, you feel that when you see somebody else's, it's like every time I go to her post, always something. She's always in my face about it. I don't like it. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes to go buy a car, but everybody needs a car. Okay. So I want you to think about that. You want to go buy a car, but you're like, oh God, here comes a salesperson. What do we say? Then you're like, let's just go. So do you want people saying that about your page? Because that's what it feels like. And I want you to have that. Okay. So really go back, get rid of some stuff that you're like, energetically, this doesn't feel like me. This doesn't attract somebody. Get it gone. Take it off. Okay. And so I want you to write down there how many posts that you actually took off. That's part of your homework. Just tell me, girl, I went through it, took 3 down. Thought energetically, not aligned with me. I'm growing today. And I'm doing this. I'm committed. I'm playing full out, right? Not letting my emotions get the best of me. I'm making quick decisions in my life, and I'm getting the thing done. All right. So that is it for today. Tomorrow is a huge day. So you want to show up tomorrow at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, because tomorrow in your workbook, if you don't have your workbook, drop in workbook so I can make sure you get it. Tomorrow we are talking about filling your pipeline. How many of you I need to fill the pipeline with leads. Like I need some leads. Okay. So mindset, all of the things, leadership today, shifting, all of things learning, right? Tomorrow we're going to teach you how to fill that pipeline. What is a pipeline? What does it all mean? I'm going to share all of that tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you're here. And listen, if you have somebody in your life that you're like, man, Joni should learn about this. Susie should learn about this. Invite them to the community. Get them in here so they can take this challenge too and showcase how they can build their business and posture up and actually be a leader and grow and rise above. We are all about sharing, right, ladies? We are not in high school. We are women of leaders, and we're all about supporting another sister and getting them to the next level. So do me that favor. If you can see the value that I give, if you love me and you say, you know what, more women need to hear Becky's voice and share, please, I would be so privileged and honored. That would be such a blessing for everybody, right? So, yes, fill in the pipeline. Sounds great. Okay, ladies, thank you so much. Like you've been on this whole time. I went a little bit over. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Get that homework done. Bye for now.